Hey, this is my entry for the regional dialect meme, and, okay, before we start, two things. One, I tell people I'm from Philadelphia because I've spent most of my life in Philadelphia, and I would say I've learned a large extent of my vocabulary whilst living in Philadelphia, but by the time I learned to talk, uh, yeah, that was worded weirdly. I'm sorry. When I first learned to talk, I lived in California because that's where I was born. So, I'm not actually sure what region this applies to. I go back to California occasionally, and I know what many people's perception of a California accent is, but I myself don't seem to be able to recognize one when I hear it. So, uh, I guess what I have is closest to a California accent. I definitely don't have a Philadelphia accent, but um, I'm really not sure actually because I don't think I've ever changed the way I pronounce a word. So the way I pronounce something is just entirely based off where from whom I learn it. And two, I have been teased all my life by my family and friends for not being able to pronounce things correctly. So that could also have some influence on the way I talk because I mean as a little kid I read a lot and I picked up many of the words I know now strictly from reading, having never heard anybody speak them. So uh, if I say something wrong, which I really often do, it might be an accent thing, but it might also just be a me thing. I'm gonna talk more about that later. Okay. Say these words. Is this all right? Aunt, route, wash, oil, feeder, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, water, sure, dada, ruin, cran, toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, caught. And another thing I would just like to add is the way I pronounce the word museum. I know that's probably a universal pronunciation, but if anyone has ever heard it pronounced museum, please let me know because I have spent my entire life pronouncing it museum and I am unable to correct myself. So I pronounce the word museum. I mean, I get hell from it from my family. I don't know where it came from. I honestly don't because it isn't something I would have read before I had heard the word spoken. So just somebody tell me if they or somebody they know pronounces that word this way, museum. Okay. Now answer these questions. What is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? TPing. I've never heard it called anything else. What is the bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? I say pill bug. I have known people to say roly poly. Either way, we don't have any of them in Philadelphia, and I've never seen any in California. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Soda. What do you call gym shoes? Sneakers. I've heard tennis shoes, but I travel a lot, so I'm pretty sure I've only ever heard tennis shoes outside Philadelphia and California regions. What do you say to address a group of people, you or you guys? What is the kind of spider that has an oval shaped body and extremely long legs? Daddy long legs. Again, I haven't ever heard it called anything else. What do you call your grandparents? I mean, grandma and grandpa. I don't actually call them that, but those are the words I use to apply to them. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries at the supermarket? A shopping cart? What do you call it when the rain falls while the sun is shining? I don't know. We don't use any specific word for this, probably because it doesn't happen. It's just always overcast and rainy. And what is the thing you change the TV channel with? A remote or a remote control? Okay, that's everything on the list. Yeah, I've probably pronounced something completely, I guess you'd say, out of region. I've probably said something that doesn't make any sense based on the two places I come from, but yeah, that's how I pronounce those words. With the exception of data, I've said data and data before. It really just depends on the situation. There's lots of words that are like that for me. I say presentation and presentation, just depending on what comes out of my mouth. There is no reason for it. I'll use either one of them. That's how a lot of words work with me, actually. Okay, that's the end of the meme. Thanks, you guys.